Welcome back to Mac Media Day. I'm here now with one of the three captains of the 2014 football team for Eastern Michigan. Pudge Cotton joins us. And Pudge, how exciting is it to be here Media Day and to be a part of this ball club that has a lot of optimism despite being tabbed as the 12th best team out of 13 teams? You guys are excited. You have a new sense of pride and a new sense of excitement about this season. Talk about that.
Definitely, we have a lot of excitement for this season. We have a new coaching staff, a great new head coach. We're getting new gear, new football field, have a few transfers. Just really excited. It's great to be here at Media Day, get to meet with the other players and meet other impact players for these other schools and get to talk to some of the other head coaches. It's an honor to be here and truly a blessing.
And for you personally, this is a new start. You had a 2013 season that wasn't as productive as 2012. You'd like to get back into that 2012 and get more opportunities to make plays.
Definitely. I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to play last year, and I plan on capitalizing on that this year and just continue to make plays and help my teammates and help better the defense and do whatever I need to do to help make us a better team. So I look forward to this year and playing and getting more reps.
66 tackles in 2012, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. And you did it against some big-time opponents. Against Michigan State, you go for 14 tackles, a couple tackles for loss, and then a touchdown and an interception against Purdue. So yeah. You like the big lights, the bright lights, don't you?
Yeah, I love competition, and I seem to play better when we go against bigger schools. And I'm looking forward to the big games, Florida, Michigan State, those teams. I like competition, and I like making plays.
You were ranked the 22nd best safety in America coming out of high school, out of Maywood, and you came to Eastern. You've seen change, but you have some talent on that back end in the defensive backfield. It took a lot of heat last year. Coach Creighton talked earlier about he really likes the defensive backs. Talk about what you've seen in spring ball and in the pre-fall practices.
Our corners are great. They like we do one-on-ones now in OTAs and 707s, and they rarely lose reps. Like we have really good corners. I have KJ on the other side of me, Kevin Johnson. He's another good safety. We have a lot of chemistry together. We came in together, been playing for 4 years together. So Jalen Williams, another good free safety. We have young freshmen that's stepping up and learning their plays and everything. We have a really good defensive backfield, so I'm expecting big things. And like I said, the corners are really exceptional, and I look for big things from them.
A new defense, a 3-4, a new system. What does that mean for you as the safety?
Well, in our new defense in this 3-4, I haven't had to play the run as much, which is kind of better in a way because I won't have to be so physical. I like being physical, but I don't like coming and playing the run every time. We get to focus more on the pass game, and we actually like true secondary. Instead of having to be a run defender and a pass defender, we're more pass first. And our linebackers and D-line do a good job of keeping wide receivers and tight ends off of us, and they do a good job playing the run, and we're more focused on the pass, so it's easier for us.
You're a good-sized safety, 225, 220. Was there ever any thoughts about moving positions from safety to linebacker?
Yeah, our linebackers coach and defensive coordinator tried to get me to go to linebacker, but I like playing safety. I like guarding receivers, and it's easier for me instead of trying to play in the box. I don't mind going down and playing in the box as a safety, but I couldn't play in the box every play. Yeah.
So talk about the attitude with the coaching change and with some of the guys that really get second chances. And we talked about already with you. Who are some other guys in the defense that you see having breakout seasons?
Pat O'Connor, definitely, the other captain. Michael Stills, another good defensive end for us. Mike Brown should have a big year. DeQuan Pace, the corner. It's real nice, real good. We're pretty stacked on defense. The backers, we have a real good D-line, and our backers are developing. They worked hard this offseason, put on size, got a lot stronger. So those are the players that comes to mind right off bat. And like I said, Kevin Johnson, he look for him to make plays and everything. But DeQuan Pace is the one that really sticks out to me.
As a leader on this ball club and one of the three captains, what are some of the goals you all have set for your team and for some of the younger guys as they get acclimated to being an Eagle?
Some of the goals that we have set, specifically, We would like to go to a bowl game. Of course, the MAC championship is always a goal, a huge goal. We would like to go undefeated at home. That'd be a huge thing. So those are pretty much some of my main goals. Win a turnover battle ratio. Those kind of goals.
Looking at the schedule, you're away from home for 6 weeks, and you get to go on the road. Do you like playing the villain role, being on the road, being the underdog? Is that something that fits into the mantra of this ball club?
Yes. Personally, I like playing on the road better than playing at home. I like going to other stadiums and experiencing that, seeing the other fans, seeing how the other stadiums are built. It's always been cool to me to play at other places. It's cool. It's always good to play at home, but I take pride in like going to another person's stadium and winning the game there as opposed to winning the game at home.
Your birth name was Sean. The nickname is Pudge. That's what you go by.
Yeah.
Talk about how you were able to acquire that fun nickname of Pudge.
It was given to me by my uncle Dave, and I was a pudgy baby, and he was my baseball coach, and really got me into like sports outside of my dad, and the name kind of stuck through all the sports, so I just kept it around, and that's my name now.
Well, it sure sticks. Last question before we let you go. Talk to us a little bit about where you see this ball club in the schedule, really having to have the biggest challenge. Is it the non-conference? Is it in conference? Where's the toughest part in your experience in a schedule for a college football ball club?
In the past, toughest games, not that the bigger schools aren't any easier, but we play better against bigger schools, and then we struggle more in the conference. So I hope not to struggle in any of the games, but we have pretty good teams in our conference. We have real good teams, and Ball State's always good. Toledo, NIU, those schools. Bowling Green, like, just won. So it's hard to say like one specific school because there's so many good schools in our conference. But I would definitely say conference games are usually tougher for us than out-of-conference games.
You're a chemistry major. Not a lot of chemistry majors on this football team.
Yeah.
How were you able to balance chemistry and talk about why you chose chemistry and how you're in that field?
It's definitely tough trying to do chemistry in football, especially when you have a 6:30 or 6 a.m. workout and have to go to chemistry class at 8. It's really hard to focus and stay up, but it'll be worth it. I want to be a pharmacist, and the money's good, and I feel like medicine is always going to be needed, so that's what I chose. That's why I chose chemistry.
All right, Pudge Cotton trying to get his team to find the chemistry to have a winning season. Pudge, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it. Good luck this year.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's Pudge Cotton from Ford Field in Detroit.